5 in the evening and the outside temperature is 16 degrees Celsius. The reports prevails incident remarkable.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and I hope you all are doing good. Right now I'm in Kempten, Germany for my masters and I'm doing a masters from Hochschule Kempten in electrical engineering. Now in this video I'm sharing my journey coming from India to Germany and I went through a recent knee surgery in India, so it was not possible for me to capture each and every movement and process, but I tried my best to show you and I hope you will enjoy this. And also the actual journey started from New Delhi because I had to prove that whether I'll be able to walk or not. So yes, please watch the video and I hope you will like it. And I'll get you soon. Bye bye. After the Delhi journey, I quickly sat down for my packing. My brother and sister they both helped me in packing, and only the last bag was there. But suddenly, we got a news about our flights.
Governments around the world is now blunt and consistent.
Now, because of the Middle East airspace was closed,
Advisories.
there was an
They warn
uncertainty in my
citizens, stay
journey.
away from Iran.
But still, we decided to leave. Now, the hardest part of any journey is in the distance. It's the goodbye. सबके चेहरे पर एक स्माइल थी, but उनके दिल में थोड़ा डर भी था. Now, seeing them all sit there and saying goodbye, it was the moment it finally hit me. Reality hit on a start हुई that yes, I am leaving home. Bye bye, bro. Love you too, and see you. क्या कहना चाहेगा तो अपने फ्यूचर सेल्फ से? अंदर गुदगुदी होगी बट जस्ट गो विद इट. और एक चीज़ शेयर ये करूँगा कि there will be a time you will feel that there is no turning back, and right now this is the moment. So just go with all the energy. That's it.
Is that it?
There are so many things, but I can't express it right now. I can't express them right now. With time I'll share my journey so that let's see. Now, after settling in, because of so many emotions, I couldn't sleep. Next day, around 4 am in the morning, we reached Ahmedabad Junction. Then from there we took taxi for the airport, and my excitement level was increasing slightly in an exponential way, because for the first time I'm about to travel in an aircraft. Now with Air India, we can only carry 46 kgs of luggage for check-in and 7 kgs for cabin bags. But in my case, I submitted both large trolleys and together they were more than 46. And they even allowed me to submit my small cabin bag, which that too it was more than 10 kgs. I felt like things were happening accordingly in my favor. If you're traveling for the first time, just like me, here's a pro tip that security check में जल्दी मत करना. Make sure to keep your electronics, for example laptops, chargers and even power banks in a separate tray from your personal stuff. And always keep an eye on your trays while you go through the body scan. In my case, it was kind of special treatment because the officer took almost about 10 minutes checking my knee brace. Since I had PCL surgery, I was wearing it for precautions. So, yeah, once cleared, I grabbed my gear and headed straight to find my gate. As we had 2 hours before boarding, we decided to go to check the Adani Lounge, where we already booked our slot for us using the Adani One app for only 2 rupees. Yes, if you have a credit card, make sure you check the eligibility and you can book it for only 2 rupees. After that, we had full meal of breakfast and while eating and enjoying the vibes, I called my family and friends to give them a quick update. After the lounge, we finally headed to the boarding gate. Boarding pass checked and we were walking towards the aircraft. By the way, मैं एक चीज़ बताना भूल गया. I forgot to tell you one thing that my brother was also traveling with me from Ahmedabad till Mumbai. Since it was my first time flying, he was helping me at every step till Mumbai. Then once we got inside the plane, मेरा excitement level जो था, it was a different level. It was completely at the top. And to be honest, I was more excited for this domestic flight than the international one because first time is always first time. Then I saw the emergency exit seat for which I actually paid extra fees to book this for my Mumbai to Frankfurt flight because of my knee mobility. Here, after looking at this space, I was really happy. I could easily bend my knee to a 120-degree range. And the seat was more comfortable than I expected, and I was so relieved that I chose the exit seat for the long Mumbai to Frankfurt trip. Now, extra space means less pain, so that was good. As we started taxiing towards the runway, my excitement level was just hitting the top level. For the first time, I'm sitting in an aircraft and waiting for the takeoff. It's a feeling I can't explain. I usually turn on this airplane mode when I have network issues, but now finally I'm using it for an actual flight. After that, the plane lined up on the runway, the engine started, and we took off. After that, they served a wrap during the flight, so I ate that first, and it was just a short 1.5 hour flight. Then I thought to give a quick nap right after, and before I knew it, we landed at Mumbai International Airport, which was around 10:30 am. Then the transition from the domestic flight to the international terminal was about to begin. After landing, we headed straight to the international departures. Since the boarding for my Frankfurt flight was starting in less than an hour, we didn't have much time to explore. Mumbai airport it's really huge. I wish I could have seen more of it, but we had to move fast. We were just focused on getting to the gate on time, so I wouldn't miss the next flight. Boarding pass and passport checked, and this was the moment it all started feeling real. Honestly, I could feel my heartbeat getting louder in my chest. Up until now, my brother was there to guide me, but from this point, we had different departures. I realized that from here on, I'm on my own. ये पॉइंट क्रॉस करने के बाद I really felt the real journey to Germany finally started. Before we went our separate ways, we sat down for a few minutes just to process everything. And so many emotions were hitting me at once, and as I was standing there waiting to head toward immigration, my brother simply said, "Chalo, ab aage badho." And really, those words gave me exactly the motivation I needed to move forward. After crossing the initial point, I looked back once last time and waved goodbye to him. Then I headed to the immigration counters, and there were so many of them, but the process was so quick. The officer just asked me the purpose of my travel, and that's it. He stamped my passport, and I kept checking that stamp again out of curiosity. Finally, it was official. Then I realized my gate was at the very end of the terminal. Boarding was starting in just 5 minutes, and so I used all my energy and rushed there as fast as I could. It was a long walk, but I managed to reach the gate just in time.
मैं चला अकेले रास्तों पे ऐसे जैसे मेरे पीछे कोई भी ना बढ़ता मैं गया ऐसे जैसे मुझे कोई भी ना रोक सका वो ढूंढ रहे देखो मंजिल मैंने माना रास्तों को अपना जहां कभी कोई नोच खरोच के भागे कभी कोई पूछे क्या तेरा पता मेरा जो सफर है वही मेरा घर है मुझको ना दुनिया की है परवाह मैं हूँ वो मुसाफिर चलता रहे जब चाहे रोके टोके मुझे
Zone B. Do you have visa or blue card, sir? Do you have visa? Yes.
When I got to the gate, I saw it was a Vistara aircraft, which is part of Air India now, and this time my manifestation didn't really work. How? That I'll explain after I got to my seat. And I saw these massive engines of the Boeing 787 Dreamliner and finally boarded. Once I got inside, the cabin felt very congested compared to what I expected. Once I sat down, I realized there was very little legroom. Even though I paid extra for an exit seat, I didn't get it this time. It was disappointing, but that feeling faded away as we started taxiing for takeoff. I've added some music here that perfectly explains what was going through in my mind at that moment. Now, I started exploring the in flight entertainment system in front of me, and about 1 hour after the takeoff, they served some snacks and drinks, which were just okay. Then I plugged in the headphones to check the sound and started watching the movie F1. The quality was actually decent. Then, an hour later, the first meal arrived. I'd already pre booked the veg option, and it was kadhi pakoda with veggies and rice, a bun with butter, and a dessert that was honestly delicious. I finished my meal quickly and settled in. While we were flying over the Middle East, they served some coffee. Soon after, everyone dimmed their windows and the cabin went completely dark. Since it was a long 9-hour flight, I took a nap for a while. When I woke up, I went back to the entertainment screen and watched the same movie to complete that. Later, I used the restroom and it was just as tiny as I had seen in videos. It felt pretty funny to think I was 36,000 feet in the air right above the Suez Canal that time. Later, I walked around for a bit because my knee was starting to having pain from sitting so long. and about 1.5 hours before landing, the second meal arrived. This time it was chole kulche and dahi vada, along with another delicious pineapple dessert. While I was eating, I spotted another plane flying right above us and managed to catch it on my camera. And with only 20 minutes left until landing, I realized it was time to change my watch to German time. Then finally the moment came. I felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. And I could literally hear my heartbeat again, but as we got closer to the ground, the view was just awesome. After coming out of from the plane, I didn't feel much emotion yet because I was focused on the plan. I rushed to the immigration area and found a huge line, and it took me about 40 minutes to reach to the counter. The officer just asked for my purpose and destination, and that's it. Now, next I hurried to the baggage area because I had a train to catch from the airport Flughafen to the main station, and collecting my heavy bags was the first major task, and I managed to get them. But the real challenge was carrying everything onto the train, but somehow I made it happen. I finally reached Frankfurt main station and I had already booked a room for the night at Hotel Topas, which was only 200 meters away. Even though it was a short walk, it felt long with all the luggage. The first thing I did was to call my family, and it was 1 am over there, but I had to let them know that I have arrived. Once I checked into the room, I just left my bags where they were and lie down immediately. My whole body was paining from the weight of the luggage and the strain on my leg. Then I was finally in Germany and I just needed to rest. The next morning, I had a train to catch for Kempten at 12:50. I woke up, took a shower, and got ready while speaking up with my family on a call. By the way, I've linked the hotel in the description, and it's very budget friendly, and I definitely recommend it. I checked out early around 10:30 am to explore the nearby streets and take some shots. The air quality was awesome, but it was quite cold. Then I headed to a bakery inside the main station for a heavy breakfast. And if you are ever in Frankfurt and need a quick, solid meal, this place is great. I put the location in the description as well. I finally hopped on the train and kept my luggage in the designated area, and I had a heavy sandwich for lunch which kept me full for the rest of the day. While eating this, I was talking with my family, and my route required a transfer at Ulm station for the RE75 train. While waiting, my train was a bit late, but once it arrived, the journey was incredible. Now, watching the city landscape change into the beautiful Bavarian countryside was a highlight. I finally reached Kempten around 8 pm and headed straight to my room. Thanks for watching. In my upcoming videos, I'll share more about life here and keep you updated on my journey. Signing off now, and thanks for watching.